Hey guys, I've decided to make this vlog-like episode to give you an update on my Amazon account, as we've had an incredible day and I hit $600+ profit in just one day in 24-hour cycle, dropshipping just one freaking item. So let's get to the video. So I'm currently visiting my friends here in Aruba Creative because I'm gonna be launching a new Shopify store. So I have the sample product here. We're gonna take some pictures, take some videos, take some GIFs for the website and for the Facebook ads. But I'll make probably a separate video about that sometime in the future because we're just in the, creating the ad creatives. So obviously there's not much I can talk about. But that's what I'm doing here. I also bought this bike because right now Bali is empty, so I can actually enjoy the roads. There's no traffic. Yeah, that's the life of a dropshipper. So we're inside of the studio. It's a bit echoey still. But yeah, congrats to my friends from Aruba Creative. Great job. Right over here. Here's where I'm gonna shoot for Forbes cover next 2 years, tops. So here is where we shoot the new ad creatives for the new website, for the new store. Again, like I said, I'll probably make a whole separate video about the whole process sometime in the future. But yeah, that's what dropshippers do, or should do at least. Don't steal other people's videos, it's not cool. So essentially the whole process is, I ordered a sample from China, got it here. We're currently in Bali, so we're gonna shoot the commercials, shoot the GIFs for the website, the explanations and stuff, just so we get everything set up. And then it's the fourth quarter, it's beginning of November, so we'll have to launch the ad soon. And yeah, I'll give you an update of how it's going, probably December-ish. But yeah, that's that. So now I'm gonna talk a little bit about the title of the video, which is the day when I hit $600+ in net profit on Amazon, which is absolutely mind-blowing considering I'm only dropshipping one item. The day started as any other. Essentially, I woke up to about 3 orders to fulfill. Because of the time difference, I get most of the orders overnight. So I always wake up and see how much business I have, which is nice. It's a nice feeling to always wake up to new sales. I'm not gonna lie. So living in Southeast Asia has definitely its benefits. And essentially the main difference is that I switched from the individual plan to the professional seller plan, which made sense because last month I've sold over 40 units, so it definitely paid for itself already. And on the upside, it gave me so much more control over the handling time, the shipping rates, everything. That's why I urge you, if you are not using the professional seller plan, definitely switch, because the difference is like day and night and it's worth every single penny. If I had known all the features that I was missing in the beginning when I started, I would have switched immediately, because right now I have a lot more control over the handling times, and that's the most dramatic difference essentially if you're a dropshipper, because fitting within 1 to 2 days to fulfill your orders is very, you're cutting it very close. So that's definitely not recommended. I'll pull up the sales stats on the screen so you can see that I'm not bullshitting you. It's still the same graph. You can fetch it with the previous video. You can compare it, this is no BS, Amazon dropshipping. Since I switched from the individual plan to the professional plan, my profit margins are slightly bit different. I think I averaged 25% right now. But surprisingly, I'm making more sales because having the professional plan also gives me the option to get the buy box, and that for some reason is driving more sales. Whereas before, even though the product is still in huge demand, I still didn't get the buy box even though I was the only seller. So you would have it, I think I'll pull it up on the screen as well so you can see how that listing would look if you don't have the buy box. I think me having the buy box is what makes all the difference. I'm getting more sales now, and even though I've decreased my profit margin from about 28 to 25%, I do get a lot more sales, which in turn means a lot more profit as well. And because of all these changes, I was actually able to make $600 plus in just one day dropshipping this one item, which is absolutely insane because I'm in a lot of these FBA groups on Facebook and I see people that have spent thousands of dollars up front to make a product, to private label it, to even come up with the concept at the beginning, and then they have it delivered into Amazon warehouses and they have to deal with PPCs, and it's just such a difficult roadmap to follow and to actually break even and make profit. So I feel like starting with dropshipping makes so much sense. And that being said, you know, don't do the typical Walmart to Amazon, Home Depot to Amazon type of dropshipping, because it's definitely not the name of the game anymore. I think it was a few years ago, but I see more and more Home Depot is coming up with their own courier to ship products, so they won't give you a tracking number that Amazon recognizes. The same is happening with Walmart now. I just see that across the spectrum, it's becoming more and more difficult to dropship from a retailer or from another marketplace to Amazon. It's the same with eBay. Amazon's catching up, and I don't think you will be able to dropship Home Depot to Amazon or Walmart to Amazon for much longer. So my big day happened, I believe, end of October. You saw it on the graph. I'm shooting this episode just a couple of days later, but I'm still pretending as it happened yesterday. And currently I'm running into a lot of issues with my supplier, which means I might have to discontinue using the supplier, or at least definitely alleviate to other suppliers and to other products, just so I can minimize the risk of just relying on these guys to fulfill my orders in time. Essentially what's happening, about 10 orders, which at $300 per item is about $3,000 worth of orders, are delayed about 5 days right now. So what I did is, supplied fake tracking numbers through Tracker Jack to Amazon. And the issue that popped up is essentially that all these alternative tracking numbers, all these packages are being delivered and my customers are getting notified like, this says delivered, but I didn't receive my item. Also, this is in a different state. I live in Utah. This has been delivered to California. You get the point. So I'm definitely facing a lot of challenges that I'm overcoming with good customer service. I'm also talking to my supplier to finally fucking ship out the items. The things that you need to do sometimes. But it's definitely part of the business. I've been in this situation a million times before on eBay, even with Shopify during the pandemic. So it's nothing new. It's the same, just different day, different supplier, different customers. So I need to address that and sort this shit out. And now let's address my plan of action for Q4, because we're actually already in November and now I'm way behind my plans of scaling this account. But I have hired some VAs through Upwork, so they're already collecting items. It's been a terrible experience because compared to especially eBay dropshipping, I feel like sourcing items is so much easier with eBay. There's a dramatically higher amount of people that know how to source effectively. And it's such a pain to find some good VAs to source for Amazon. So I've been essentially wasting a lot of time in the last couple of weeks because I always hired somebody. They did a fucking terrible job. I had to fire them. I had to find somebody else. And then eventually I found some people that I could trust, that I gave them test assignments. They proved that, even though they fuck up every now and then, they kind of understand the process. And yeah, so that's what I've been up to in the last couple of weeks. I have some VAs now sourcing new items. I plan to add them to the store probably this or next week. It's because I'm still in a mix-up with the Shopify stores now, dealing with my supplier issues, plus thinking of scaling. It's still just me doing all of this, plus thinking of the content I can create for you guys. It's it keeps me busy. But we're still in Bali, life is good, just a day of a dropshipper, really. So to summarize, I think I've said everything about my Amazon account, give you the update, showed you the sales stats, talk a little bit about why I was able to get these numbers, which was switching from the individual plan to the professional plan. adjusting my handling times, adjusting my shipping tables, shipping rates, and everything that comes with it. And yeah, the plan for the future is just to check what my VAs did and see how much they fucked up, pay them, and then essentially I'll take it on myself. I'll upload all these items into Amazon and see how I can scale for Q4. And hopefully we can get to probably 20 to 30K a month with this Amazon account, and hopefully a lot more with my Shopify stores. But I'll get back to that in different videos. All right, peace. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, drop them down below. And yeah, I'll see you next time.